I'm going to do a recap on Southern Illinois Strongest, my latest strongman competition that I just finished up with last weekend. So we're going to hop right into it. So I competed as a heavyweight. Pretty sure I was the lightest guy in the class. There was 5 of us. I weighed in at 236. Signed up for the contest 3 weeks prior to it. Just hopped in, and I was at a 232 or 233 or so, and just eating and going along. Put on a couple pounds in 3 weeks. Got up to 236. So first event, I'm going off the cuff here, so bear with me. First event was a yoke deadlift. I'll show this on the video, but I expected to get last or next to last on this event. Was training for this event at home with, the 3 or 4 weeks prior to it, and I had ran out of chalk at my home gym. So big old thick yoke bar. I'm training yoke deadlifts, and I never pulled 500 pounds on the yoke deadlift. Mostly that was because of my grip. We wasn't allowed to use straps in the yoke deadlift. It was a grip event. So I was expecting to maybe give me some chalk, pull 525 or something like that. I rely on a hitch for a max deadlift, and wasn't sure how a hitch was going to be with a yoke deadlift with no straps and a big old thick bar. But I ended up taking second on the event to arguably one of the best deadlifters, definitely the best deadlifter probably in the area. Super happy with that event. I went back and I looked at the weights, and I pulled 635 pounds, and I hitched it somehow. It was a feat, but I pulled it off. And I went back and I looked at the weights, and I was like, there's no way this is 635. I've been struggling to pull 620, 630, fully suited and booted, strapped into a regular bar. Now I know the yoke height was it was around 15 inches instead of being 9 inches. But I went back, looked at the weights, added everything up, and it looks like a legit 635. So that is what it is. Maybe the 15-inch height, maybe that played to some good favor without having to pull from the 9 inches. But second place on that event, I was super happy with it. Like I said, I was expecting to do dang near last on it, and then I wanted to win every event after that. So going into the second event, we've got log press for clean and press every rep, 75 seconds, and 260 pounds.
And they're off 260 pounds. These guys are competing against an open men's heavyweight category that has 5 judges. So they're not just competing against the athlete on the stage with them, they've got an entire division that they want to go against. Take a breath, Blake, regroup, and you'll get it. Take a breath, regroup, and you got it. Good job, Sam. Sam's setting a good pace. These heavyweights are going to have a lot of reps to keep up with if they want to beat him. Let's go, Sam. Make the rest of your field work. Make them work. Let's go, Blake. Big leg power. That's all right. You've done great effort. Great effort. 260 pounds. You got a few more attempts. take that log from the ground to overhead. These competitors are using their entire body to press that weight overhead. Great job, guys. Joey Hawkins, Brent Matthews are up next.
I expected to win this event, but I didn't. I took second on this event. I did 5 reps, which was pretty happy with that too, because in training leading up to this, I done 3 reps my last training session, and I went for number 4 and I failed it, and I just called it there. And I was pretty beat up. I was sick half the time leading up to this competition. No excuse, but I was. And but I knew, I was like, if I'm fresh and I'm feeling good, I can do 4, and I can hit 5 on a good, a good day. And I went in and hit 5 on the day, and I was happy with that. I got beat out by a rep, which was fine. I took second on the event. I was happy with my performance doing 5 reps. 5 reps was my big goal for this event, so I was happy to hit 5 reps. Third event, let's see what we have. We had Husafell, max distance Husafell, 30-foot turns, 270 pounds.
And they're off. Sam Barnett's got the step up, 270 pounds. Blake's right behind him. These guys are going to push each other. Sam's got a great pace. These guys are strong and they're athletic. They're good. They're well conditioned. This event is going to tax their legs, tax their back, and their lungs are going to be all on fire. They carry this 270 pounds as far as they can. All right, Blake's out, but Sam's still going. Let's keep pushing, Sam. He's competing against the entire open heavyweight category. 5 guys in this division. Sam wants to come out on top. He's really going to push the pace on this, try to go as far as possible. Got a few more seconds, Sam. Let's
Come on,
keep
Sam.
Finish hard, brother. These guys have to show grit and determination for this. It's hard to breathe.
Back down, Sam. All right.
Great job.
So I was thinking this was 250 pounds, and then right before the event, I'm talking, and he's like, no, it's 270. And I was like, okay, whatever. But I was thinking, I was like, okay, I did a 250 Husafell in 60 seconds about a year and a half ago down on Bill Street for 297 feet. So I'm sitting here, I'm thinking, okay, let's shoot for 300 feet. And then they said, no, it's 270, it's not 250. And I was like, okay, let's still go for 300 feet. And my biggest thing going into this comp is I felt decently strong. I retained strength from my last comp back in March and just training and stuff. But I haven't been doing any conditioning since then, and my conditioning has fell off. If you don't do conditioning for a couple of weeks, your conditioning falls off. It takes longer for your strength to go away, but your conditioning can fall off fairly quickly if you don't keep on your conditioning. Just for your programming secrets going forward. But 300 feet was the goal. I think I did 287, which I was happy with. I won the event. I thought I was going to win the event going into the comp with my athletic ability, my athletic background, all that. So I was happy with that performance. Next closest, I think, was 260 something feet, so fairly close. And then it, obviously dropped down from there. Third event, we had a 50-pound hammer hold for max time. I haven't done a hammer hold since my first ever competition over in Springfield, and that was for a tiebreaker, so that was the only thing I referenced what I might do, how I might do in the on the event. and it was 40 pounds over there, and I did like a minute 30 something seconds, and this was 50 pounds. And somebody was asking me, you know, hey, how you gonna do on the hammer hold, blah blah blah, and I was like, I really don't know. I've done 40 pounds for like a minute 30, and you know, I'm thinking a minute, you know, maybe we can do a minute, and that seemed good to the guy I was talking to and all that. So, you know, he was like, anything over, you know, 35, 40 seconds for him. And then, but anyways, I did a minute and 5 seconds, which was good enough for second place on that event. Little did I know, the guy who won the event on that max hammer hold, that was like his jam. That was his thing, doing a front hold. And he did a minute and like 13 seconds, which was awesome. I did a minute 5. I had to go first on every event. I was the last guy that signed up. And when I did a minute 5, I was thinking right then, I was like, I don't know. I don't think anybody's gonna touch that. And but when Joey went and did a minute 13, I was like, wow. Because he hit a minute 5 and then kept going, and you know, 2, 3, 4, 5 more seconds. I was like, woo. But got second on that event. So, you know, I'm looking at second place on the first event, second place on the second event, first place on the third event, second place, you know, on that fourth event.
Experienced competitors, been at many competitions all over the Midwest, all over the country. These guys have been around the strongman circuit for a long time, and they're determined to get this top prize on this event. All right, keep going, Sam. Keep going, Sam.
30.
Come on. You need to push if you want that top prize. You need to push if you want to win this overall hammer hold, 50 pounds. Keep steady, Sam. Don't give in. Keep going. Sam's a father of 5, and I saw him bottle feeding one of his babies earlier. And now he's up here as one of our competitors on our strongman stage. Fighting deep, digging deep, holding that hammer up.
5th event, stone to shoulder. Stone to shoulder is my jam. Fully expected to win this event, hands down. Like I said, going into the comp, conditioning was down, which I knew was going to play a role in the stone to shoulder, and I knew was going to play a role in the max distance Husafell. So I still expected to do good, but I knew my conditioning wouldn't be where it should be. So for reference, I did a 275 pound stone to shoulder at Nationals last year, 60 seconds. 275 for 7 reps. This competition had a 250 stone, and I did it for 7 reps in 75 seconds. So 20 pounds less, 15 more seconds, same amount of reps. And I knew my conditioning was down because I was out there talking to a buddy, and I was like, I'm gonna do like 7 reps, and 7's gonna be good enough to win it, because I just knew that 7 would probably be good enough to win it, gauging off the guys that, you know, that were there and they're stone to shoulder. And he looked at me and he was like, you can do 9. And I got to looking, thinking, and I was like, I can do 9. It's like, but I don't know if I can. We'll see how it goes. I was like, but you're right, I can do 9. And so I got up there and I got to doing it, and I got to like number 5 or whatever on my stone to shoulder, and I was like, that conditioning was kicking in, and I was like, okay, I'm doing 7. I'm doing 7. And you can see, like, on the video, I took a little bit of time in between a few reps there, lining up on the stone and different stuff like that. When it's gang and bang time, and it's just rip it and grip it, however the saying goes. But with the conditioning and everything, and me thinking, okay, 7 reps is going to be good enough anyways to probably win it. And then going into the last event, I knew that all I had to do was at least tie one guy, and then I won the competition by a point. And even if he beat me, we would have tied and had to go into a tiebreaker. So anyways, I did 7 reps, and I ended up tying for first place on the last event because the guy who got second did 7 reps. And he actually, which was to a big surprise, he actually did 8 reps, but he lost control of one of the reps at the top, and he dropped the stone. So time-wise and strength-wise and conditioning-wise and everything, he had 8 reps in 75 seconds. He just lost control of one. I picked up the stone to do the 8th rep during when it was my turn, and I ran out of time, so I couldn't get the 8th rep in 75 seconds because I ran out of time, because I gasped for air back at number 5 and 6 and was, taking an extra breath in between the rep when I shouldn't have. But I won the contest. I was very happy to win the contest, obviously.
Let's go, Sam.
Yeah. Strong, guys. Come on, Sam. Down. Well done. Reset. Let's do it again. Time's running out. Let's do it again. You got it. Squeeze hard. Get it to your back. Roll it to your shoulder. You can do this. Keep pushing.
Come on, Sam. You got this.
Great job, guys. Great job.
Come on, Sam. You got another one.
The promoter, Jake Curry, he ran a very good show. I love the venue. The venue was awesome. Everybody had plenty of space. That out in the crowd. I think he limited the athletes to like 60 to sign up, which was perfect because for the people that was out in the crowd, they wasn't overcrowded out at their seats. It was just a well-run show. It was a charity event. The halftime show with Be Humble Gym and putting on the show that they did for the kids, and man, for that kid who did 20 reps with like the 160-pound stone, I think his name was Callan, special needs kid, but he did 160-pound stone over a yoke 20 times, and I was, whoa, 20 reps of anything. That is, wow. But it was an awesome show. I really enjoyed it. I like going up there to Illinois. I like the people up there. Got buddies up there, making good friends up there. Had a good time. Hope they do it again next year. And so that right there is also that's my second heavyweight show. I usually compete as a middleweight in the 220 class. That's my second heavyweight show, and that's my first time winning a heavyweight show. So I think my last heavyweight show I did 4th place. I didn't even make the podium, which was actually the first time I've never made a podium at a local show. But competition was stiff, and I did go into that show completely ready and everything. The top 3 guys, I couldn't top them that day. But Southern Illinois strongest, we did it. Great contest, and hope to do it again next year. Thanks for watching.